It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On first down, it's McNabb. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McNabb. Throw left side complete. That's McDonald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. It's McNabb. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, McNabb. And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a first down throw. McNabb throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
McNabb to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First down, Vic. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Vic's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
We all love to have a home run here on the backfield that can take it the distance. But sure, he's trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Vic will look to throw on first down. Throw caught there by Crumpler.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Vic. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Turner.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Vic to the air again. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st and 10, McNabb throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
To throw, McNabb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, McNabb. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A 1st down throw coming for Vick. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The throw over the middle taken in. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Vick now from the 50. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Vick now. Looking deep for Julio. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he comes back with one complete.
Well, the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw, Vick. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A play fake. Now McNabb. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And that goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Westbrook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. McNabb. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's McNabb. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure. All the time in the world, they picks up the 1st down with that throw.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now McNabb. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's McNabb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So out come the Falcons now.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Vick. He's got White here. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Anderson.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Anderson. Now the ball comes loose.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Vick's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Vick.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Screen play, Anderson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
The key to any screen play is calling the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Vick.
That's caught by Rison. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
on second down. Anderson, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Vic. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Vic readies to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McNabb to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Westbrook down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Out of the gun, McNabb. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive is in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, McNabb got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. To throw, McNabb. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's McNabb. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Play action now, Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick complete to Jones. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Vick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Vick operating on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A dump off to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Vick to throw it.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Vick now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It'll be Vick once more.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, Vic. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Vic. He's got his man. It's White. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Vic. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 14 yards there. A Falcon first down.
One of the things with the premium in the first half is he'll find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Vic now. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Vick. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw, Vick. Screen play, Anderson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, it's McNabb. Ertz has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a 1st down throw, McNabb. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Second down, McNabb. And he completes it to Westbrook.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Westbrook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on second, McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, McNabb. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
The ball being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead. Tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you have the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And Owen coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now McNabb. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. McNabb.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
2nd down, Vick. He goes underneath for Anderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Vick readies to throw. He's got one. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNabb. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McNabb to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's McNabb. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll run on 1st down. Westbrook.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now it's McNabb. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Vick on 3rd and 2. He completes it right side to White. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On play action, Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And he'll be out right at the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down. Here's the run with Anderson.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Vick. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Vick operating on 1st down. He's got his man. It's White.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Vick to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw caught there by Crumpler.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Off the play fake, Vic. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Vic now. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's up again. Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. To throw, McNabb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Vic now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Vic.
Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now Anderson running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Vick. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, Vick. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now a 1st down throw. McNabb. Ertz over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now McNabb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Jackson, 67 yards. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. A minute 50 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Vic to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That gets him the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Let's go, man.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Michael Vick.
This is Anderson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Yeah, we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Here's Vick.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Vick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.